Hello, everyone. Welcome to the dinner party. I am honored that everyone is able to come and make it to what we hope will be such a memorable night. I would like to start everybody off by introducing ourselves. First of all, my name is Veronica Derevianchuk, and I'll be your guys' host for today. I do enjoy creative writing and understanding other people's perspectives. I also enjoy taking activeness in all my works. And right here, I have Lisa Cherry Boy. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Hello, I am a storyteller and a social entrepreneur. I have over 8 years as a published writer and I've been published in The Guardian, CBC Arts, and this magazine. I graduated from York University with a degree in professional writing. I had a blog for over 6 years, Urban Native Girl, which led me to launch Urban Native Magazine. This native style magazine is an extension of the blog to showcase success stories and to inspire ingenuous young women to dream big. Wow, thank you for sharing. Right here we have Zoria and her friend. Zoria, would you like to say anything?
Hey everyone, I'm Zoria Jones. It's a pleasure to meet with all you delightful ladies, and I'm so excited to engage in our amazing conversations today. So I have brought my friend today, Jacqueline Woodson. She is the author of many African American young adult novels, and for her book she is known for Brown Girl Dreaming, her autobiography, which she won 3 awards, the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Literacy Work, National Book Award for Young People Literature, and John Newbery Medal. She has primary knowledge of racism due to her personal experiences of being a young black girl living during the civil rights era.
That is very interesting. Now let's get to know Christina and her friend.
Hello, everybody. My name is Christina Skutelnik, and today I have with me Doreen Rappert. Rappert is an award-winning author of 48 fiction and nonfiction books. She has received multiple awards for her ability to combine historical facts with storytelling and for finding new ways to present the lives of well-known heroes. Because of her skills and knowledge, I have invited her to this academic conversation.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for introducing me, Christina. You're too kind. But yes, I do enjoy writing fiction and nonfiction books.
Hi, my name is Maria Bridges, and this is Dashka Slater. Through the writing of her newest novel, The 57 Bus, she has gained a lot of insight on race and social issues. I invited her because I think she can help contribute a new perspective.
Now that we've been all introduced, let's eat.
Christina, could you please pass me the vinaigrette?
This one?
Yes. Now that I think about it, wouldn't true equality for everyone, despite their race, religion, or identity, be nice?
Yes, it would be.
I actually wrote a book about this topic. Jews were being persecuted because of their identity. Even though many of the Jews were part of different religions, such as Christianity, and others did not even identify as Jews, they were persecuted nonetheless.
I can also relate to this because as a Native American woman, we get unequal treatment, and it is part of my daily life. I also wrote a book that includes many stories of different women who experience inequality.
Yeah, in the 57 Bus, Sasha is targeted because of his openness in everyday life. Many people who don't identify as binary get negative backlash from society.
But now that I'm thinking about it, how does a corrupt society be affected by race? Well, simply just looking at a prime example of segregation in America during the civil rights movements, many people of color were not able to fulfill their best quality of life just due to the color of their skin. So as I wrote in my book, Brown Girl Dreaming, on page 37, I recall my grandmother stating to me, "You can keep yourself, but the way they treated us down there, I got your mama out as quick as I could. I told her that there's never going to be a Woodson that has to sit in the back of the bus." And just from this experience of me being raised at this perspective, I would not allow this corrupt society to come in the way of me achieving my dreams that I have set in my life.
Hey Slater, I'd love to hear your insight, but first, do you mind passing the potatoes?
Sure. At the time of my writing, only 16% of youths in America were black, yet 41% of incarcerated youths were also black. Something feels wrong with that ratio.
Yes, it does seem to be that race is targeted in a corrupt society. Just look at the Jews during the Holocaust. They were being persecuted because their heritage was Jewish, and that is definitely not the first genocide that has happened in history, and it will not be the last either.
Whoa, it's crazy to think that that actually happened. Even Native Americans in today's society, they're still being stereotyped and persecuted. It's honestly a bit sad.
Yeah, I agree. I wish that society wasn't like this, but have you noticed that oftentimes minorities are mainly discriminated against as opposed to the majorities? Why are things like this?
I have also felt like minorities are being mistreated. In my book, there are many stories that women talk about how they feel. One that really stood out to me was a story from The Things We Taught Our Daughters by Helen Knott, who writes about Native Americans who were taught to be silent in these moments of fear and discrimination. Yet she speaks that it is not your fault for these afflictions, that all young Native American girls need to be strong and stand up for themselves in the society. Although this happened to them, I feel like minorities need to learn that they must stand up for themselves.
I agree with you, Liza. Minorities are just being mistreated and oppressed. However, I think they are trying to stand up for themselves, but majorities just ignore them. On page 265, Slater shows how, after an incident with Sasha he goes on to promote change of how people see gender at his college, MIT. However, it's a slow process and many people still don't get it.
This brisket is delicious.
Yes, and dessert is going to be coming up real shortly. However, what made society choose this path? You know, do they not have morals and know the principles to be ethical?
I believe the idea of being kind to one another and treating everyone equal is the ideal dream, right? But just look here, it's not possible. We live in such a corrupt society. Now, looking back at the history of blacks, slavery was present in America, and then it transformed into segregation, and then the civil rights movement solved that problem. And then now look here today, society's police brutality is still relevant and continues. So the fight for Black Lives Matter will always be present in racism against all minority groups. And this is just a continuous theme that is just going to be a part of our human nature.
I agree. Today's society is corrupt, and because of the deep-rootedness of it, it'll be hard to change, but change still needs to happen. I feel like it'll be a long time before everyone is treated equally, though.
Wow, that's some meaningful insight. Well, I'm so glad that everyone was able to come to this amazing dinner and discussion, and I hope that everyone really got some new perspectives out of these issues. I wish everyone an amazing night and a plentiful discussion.
Bye!